Hello and welcome, beautiful souls, to my channel, Light of Shaya. Thank you so much for being here today. I'm so excited to be back with you guys. I did take a break, and I'm really excited for being back because I'm in a much better place now. It's hard to really describe just how different things are now. But anyway, today is going to be a special message from Spirit, from the angels. I have set the intention for whatever it is that they need to get out will be coming out in this reading. There seems to be something quite important that I'm not entirely sure. It's like they kind of want to keep it a little bit under wraps, if that makes sense. So I'm going to be sharing that with you right now. Before we get started, I did go ahead and get one of these crystal singing bowls, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. If you're not interested, feel free to skip this part, but I'm just going to go ahead and ring this here, kind of set the vibe, set the tone of our reading. Alright, beautiful, absolutely beautiful. So let's go ahead and get started. Today I'm using these angel oracle cards. And then interestingly enough, take a look at this. This is Connect with Music. Thank you, angels, for inspiring me through music. So how appropriate, right? I'll be using this new deck that I got. It's the This Might Hurt Tarot. And don't be put off by the name. It's actually a really beautiful deck. It's one of my current favorites. So let's go ahead and see what the angels have for us here. Holy angels, please do join us here today. What messages do you have for us today? Yep, I knew Raziel was going to be coming out for a reason. Here we are. Beautiful. So bottom of the deck we have Archangel Orion manifesting miracles. Thank you, Orion, for manifesting your miracles in my world. So, of course, Archangel Michael just had to come out here, and it says here, "You are protected. Thank you, Michael, for surrounding me with your protective light." So I was getting that this is a very immense reading because this is coming directly from the higher realms. This is a very potent message, so please do pay attention here. Archangel Michael is making his presence known here. The first card that came out was Focus Your Mind. Thank you, angels, for helping me to focus on my priorities. Some of you may have started a project or have been having some difficulties in getting something off the ground. You're being called to focus on whatever it is you know is your priority right now. It's time to leave the physical where it belongs. If things don't seem to be playing out in this physical, dense realm, there are angelic forces right now around you who are helping you move through whatever this period of time is. A lot of you are having your spiritual gifts awakened throughout this time, or rather they're being elevated. You're starting to get more downloads, and this particular blue moon in Taurus, I'll be posting this for tomorrow, so today's the 30th, tomorrow's the 31st. A lot of you are going to be experiencing changes, a lot of spiritual downloads, and it's very important to also recognize that there may be some conflicts as a result of how powerful and potent the energies are right now, especially with Mars being in retrograde. So you're being asked to be patient and calm. So it says here, spiritual gifts, Archangel Raziel. Thank you, Raziel, for helping me channel my gifts and talents. So a lot of you are divinely guided, a lot of you are earth angels, and you're here to help heal the collective. And it's about recognizing the importance of your presence on the planet. You're here to do good, and you're here for a higher divine purpose. We have trustworthy friends. Thank you, angels, for surrounding me with people I can trust and love. If somebody has exited your life, or will exit your life in this time, it is important for you to let them go, because I'm getting the sense here that some people will be leaving your life because new people need to take their place that are trustworthy. In addition to this, I'm getting the sense that a lot of you, as I said, have angelic beings in your presence right now. You're not recognizing just how blessed you are and how much power there is around you right now. You're divinely guided and protected. If you're being drawn to this particular reading, that it's very important that you recognize that, okay? So let's go ahead and see here. The Hanged Man wants to come out here. So this is about seeing things from a new, different perspective. Some of you may be in a place of you're not seeing things moving. You're not seeing things moving. There's kind of like a hang-up, if you will. There's something that you would like to see some action in, but it's not manifesting in the way that you're expecting it to. There's something coming towards you, and it's massive. There's likely a breakthrough on the horizon. This may even be an internal breakthrough with the Hanged Man here. But let's go ahead and see what this reading is about. I'm going to be using the Celtic crossbreed because that's what I'm being led to do. So what's the current circumstance for our viewer? Yeah. We have the Ace of Wands. This is inspiration. Some of you, if you haven't stepped into this energy, are feeling very, very inspired at this time. You are starting to answer a call. And it's very important that if you do feel inspired, it's time to ground it. It's time to step into the Two of Wands energy. The Two of Wands is taking the inspiration and bringing it into the physical realm. By doing this, part of the spark is lost, but since it's grounded in reality now, we can actually work and manifest with the energy that you have taken from this very powerful Ace of Wands. This is divinely guided. That's what this Focus Your Mind is about in the spiritual gifts. Some of you are having these beautiful, not sure why my hand's shaking here, but these beautiful realizations of just how powerful you are. So what is the opportunity here for our viewer? Look at this. This is absolutely beautiful. We have the Two of Cups. So I'm getting the sense here that some of you may have been dealing with a connection here that was a very deep soul bond. And you can see one of my favorite reasons this deck, I didn't know that this was an LGBTQ friendly deck, but you can see here that it's two people of the same gender. Now, of course, that doesn't really matter in these circumstances, but it was nice to see my expression represented here through this particular deck. But there's an opportunity here for a very highly spiritual connection, and there may have been a pause in this connection in order to get your butt moving, if that makes sense. So some of you may be wondering why this happened, and it's because it's being placed on hold. That's what the Hanged Man is about. It's being placed on hold so you can see things from a different perspective, a much more spiritual perspective. So what's the recent past hold for you? I'm hearing don't worry. If some of you have been worrying about this connection, if some of you have been worrying about what has been happening, and you know that this is your person, or you know that there's a spiritual connection, or there's something about you that's leading you here. I mean, for some of you, this could be a new person, but for whatever reason, I'm getting the sense to say this for whoever this is, that this is a past connection. In the recent past, we have the Fool. So you took a leap of faith, a risk. You decided to trust in the divine. Through pure innocence, you chose to step into the unknown. And we can see here that this Fool character seems to be sniffing that white flower, which is representing kind of like a sense of purity and virginity. There's a very holy, beautiful, innocent, childlike energy coming through here. And some of you took a leap of faith in this direction. So for some of you, this was a wish fulfillment with the Star card here. Now, I'm seeing here with the Justice and the Five of Cups, I was going to say, excuse me. The Justice and the Hierophant here, this could be a marriage that you're dealing with. This could be a reconciliation. I mean, look at this. We have the Hierophant, the Justice, the Three of Cups, and the Four of Wands, which for me indicates a beautiful marriage. So some of you may not recognize that this connection is supposed to go towards marriage, yes. So what is the subconscious for our viewer, the subconscious? We have the Ace of Cups. This beautiful energy. Someone here is in love. Someone is their heart is pouring out with just infinite love here. And you can see here the dove holding this olive branch here. This is the divine stepping in. Your angelic team has been trying to bring you together. And if you've been doubting, it's time for you to believe again. It's time to have faith. That's what the star card is all about. As I said, for some of you, there may be a new connection, but I'm getting the sense here that this is a rekindling of a previous one. How are you moving forward in the situation? So, the Hanged Man wanted to come out again. So, yeah, you guys are feeling this holdup, there's a sense of being kept in suspension so that you can see things from a different perspective. Likely, some of you are becoming enlightened about this connection and seeing it from a very different perspective, allowing you to expand and grow instead of staying in a stagnant place, or rather, through stagnation and through being able to view and focus your mind, you're able to see things from a different perspective. And so by doing that, you're actually starting to awaken. There's something deep within you that's being stirred. And likely, if you are in separation from a person, this is exactly why this had to happen. So what is in the near future for you? That makes perfect sense. We have the Nine of Swords. So once again, some of you may be very stuck in your head within the near future. Likely about this connection, we'll see a little bit more on this, but some of you may even have had sleepless nights as a result of this. But in the near future, it looks like you're getting really stuck in your head about this. Maybe you're not sure if you can trust this, or you're not sure if you're going in the right direction. Remember, if you're in here, you're in the wrong place. You need to come from here. What does your heart tell you? What does your gut tell you? If there are good feelings there, and if it's leading you in that place when your thoughts aren't present, then likely you'll know what your answer is. Now, if your gut is telling you something else, or your heart is telling you something else, then that's something to take a look at, of course. Now, what is a message directly from Spirit to you? We have the Strength card here. This is Leo energy. So far we have Pisces and Leo on the board. And for the Fool for me represents air signs. These are energies that you're dealing with. This doesn't necessarily mean that your person or you are any of these signs. Remember, sometimes we embody Leo energy by standing in our strength and power. This is inner strength. This is bravery. This is boldness. This is compassion. So Spirit or God is telling you to stay in this place of compassion and love, and it's not about forcing. We can see that the Empress is holding open the mouth of this lion through love, not through sheer force of will. It's through compassion and love. So if you're embodying this energy, this is quite important for you. It's likely that you were put in this Hanged Man space in order for you to step into this energy. So what is something you need to be made aware of that you're not seeing right now? Holy angels. So we have the King of Swords here. So some of you may be dealing with the Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. This could be a person that you're dealing with who currently is in this King of Swords energy. Somebody who knows their emotions but would much rather act from a place of logic. This person can almost seem, in a sense, cold-hearted at times, even though they may not necessarily be that way. Perhaps this is a learned behavior, perhaps this is what they believe gives them strength, but the truth is that love and compassion is the true strength that we should always embody. It's about vulnerability, right? You can see this card is about vulnerability. The lion there is vulnerable to the Empress here. And that's what love is about. It's about vulnerability. So let's see what your hopes and fears are. So for your hopes and fears, we have two cards that wanted to come out, and I'm seeing here that we have the Ten of Pentacles and the Five of Wands. Some of you are hoping for this Ten of Pentacles energy to come in, the stable, very financially abundant home. But with the Five of Wands, there is conflict, and maybe you're feeling the need to fight for this, when in reality there's no need to fight anything. Some of you may be afraid of conflict, or maybe that creating this abundance, creating your foundation is too hard, or that you have to struggle in order to get it, and that's absolutely not true. Let's see what the outcome for the reading is for you. Holy angels, what is the outcome for our viewer here? This is beautiful energy. As if to say, I am here. The angels say the Temperance card is coming in. This for me is also a card of divine counterparts, because it's the twins merged into one. I've said this before in my other videos when interpreting the Thoth Tarot. It is the sign, this is the sign of Sagittarius here. And it's the opposite of Gemini. And the Lovers is the choice of being vulnerable in love and choosing love. Whereas the Temperance card is once both of them have come together and instead are now alchemizing the past and clearing out the things that they no longer need. Similar almost in a sense to the Judgment card, except this places you into a different place of harmony and union and peace. Whereas the Judgment card tends to be a lot more spiritually potent. This, I feel, is a little bit different. This is about your emotions more than anything. And so you're going to come into a balanced place. So I'm a little bit curious here what this Nine of Swords is about. What is this Nine of Swords about? Let's clarify it. Why are you worried? What's the worry about? Oh, I see. Some of you are afraid to invest in this, or you're afraid that if you do invest in it, this is it won't be worth your time. You feel that maybe by rejecting this offer, you may be choosing the right thing, but in reality, this only brings you more anxiety. It's not bringing you into a good place. Some of you simply don't want to accept this offer because you feel like it won't go the distance. Some of you may even feel a little bit frustrated with the Seven of Pentacles. You're not sure if this will lead in the right direction. Some of you will initially reject this offer because you need more time with the Seven of Pentacles, because the Seven of Pentacles does speak of time. So for some of you, you may even feel a little bit guilty about sending this person, not necessarily sending them off, but saying, I simply can't invest. Look, I cut the deck and we have the Lovers here. I can't invest in this connection right now because I need time to think about things. I need time to get myself into this balanced place, which I see you coming into. And as I said, this is definitely in a love connection, a choice of love here. Two people coming in love, two people who genuinely want to be vulnerable, open, and honest with one another. This is absolutely beautiful. I'm a little curious about this King of Swords. Why is this King of Swords here? A pairing, we have Queen of Swords. Some of you, when you maybe last spoke to this person, or maybe while you're currently dealing with them, because for everyone the story is going to be a little bit different, you both were in this place of removing yourself from emotions. Some of you may have had even conversations about things where you came about it more as if it was I'm having a hard time finding it, but it wasn't almost like you were talking about partners who were in love or partners who were together. It was like almost very, sorry about that. The camera has like a cap on how long it records for whatever reason. But some of you may have just been in this very cold place. It was like not even friends. It's almost like you didn't even talk as friends. You just spoke as people that needed to get down to business. There's no room for playfulness. It's just, we've both gone through some stuff and now we're coming out on the other end of it. How do we fix this? Do we fix this? And should we fix this? And I get the sense here that likely you guys did not, because the obstacle here, or the opportunity, is the Two of Cups, both of you coming back together. And interestingly enough, we do have a true pair here, but typically the King of Swords and Queen of Swords are, in the tarot, typically aren't a couple. They're actually like a brother and sister, or like an aunt and you know, their nephew, or whatever, vice versa, where they're this power couple, but they can't be together because there's no possibility of a sexual union there. So for some of you that may have even been a possibility here. Now, interestingly enough, though, we do have the Hierophant here, which does, for me, speak of divine guidance, and it's also a holy union here. Things may have had to end between you and this person. So I'm actually going to pull some cards here. This Death card is eyeing me here. Yeah, there was definitely, I feel an ending here. An ending here. We have the Death card, the Three of Swords, and the Nine of Pentacles. So you guys started focusing on yourselves, definitely being very selfish with your energy with the Seven of Swords, and you chose to contemplate things, and you were in the Four of Swords energy of just healing, no longer really dealing with this particular situation. I do see here with the Justice card that there was some sort of karmic situation here. There was some needing to clear karma. So Let's go ahead and see here from the power of the angels. I believe that's what the name of these tarot cards are. For just a few more messages from the angels. This one's calling me. Yeah, it looks like somebody's coming back here. I'm getting the sense that somebody is indeed giving you an opportunity here. As I was saying, an opportunity. Fresh, brand new, fresh energy here. Wow. Okay. Bottom of the deck, we have the Knight of Raphael, which is the Knight of Cups. It says, committed romantic relationships being swept off your feet, situations or topics that make your heart flutter. So the first card that came out is the King of Raphael, warm, generous, honorable, refined. Yes, it is safe to trust. The ability to accomplish many things at once, follow your creative passions. So I'm getting the sense here that you can trust this person and you're being called to follow your creative passions first and foremost. Now, I'm also seeing that there's fresh new energy, and right as I was saying opportunity, it turns out that the page of Ariel came out. This card is represented as reliable, clever, educated, and balanced. And it says here, an excellent opportunity will be offered to you. Scholarships or the pursuit of education, time to get to work. So I'm seeing this as twofold. I'm seeing that this is an opportunity that is going to be presented to you, likely from this person, especially with the page of Raphael, the King of Raphael, and the Knight of Raphael. But I'm also getting the sense here that some of you may be starting a new project. And this doesn't need to be with your person, but this could be something that you self-started. Now we have the page of Raphael. It says here, gentle, loving, dreamy, open-hearted. A new emotional situation, messages regarding relationships or social invitations, great intuitive insights. So I'm getting the sense here, once again, the page of Raphael does often speak of apologies as well. So somebody may come in with an apology and is going to be much more open than this King of Swords, Queen of Swords energy, which is quite funny, right? It's a little bit silly that both of you had to step into this energy and likely end things, even though it was heartbreaking, but it was absolutely necessary to get you into the place that you needed to be. I just heard a ringing in my ears here as confirmation for me. King of Ariel, successful, stable, accomplished, powerful. Your plans are working out very well. Professional and financial success, using resources wisely. So it's very likely that you may have a situation here for you that is going to be very financially successful for you. And interestingly enough, I'm seeing the correspondence we have from the page to the King of Raphael, so the Page of Cups to the King of Cups. From the page of Ariel to the King of Ariel, so the page of Pentacles to the King of Pentacles. This is a leveling up. Perhaps at one point things were very not light. It could have been very light, but there was a need for like maturity in between. So this may have been a divinely guided separation. I'm being told no. It was. This may have been. It's almost like they're making fun of me. Like they're saying no. This was actually divinely guided. And Archangel Michael is saying that there was something, they were actually protecting you from something, believe it or not. Even if you may not see it that way now. I heard another ringing in my ear. Even if you may have believed that this was some sort of unfairness caused to you, the reality is that there was a reason why things had to happen the way that they did. Things will become clearer to you in time. For some of you, you're just being called to be open to the possibility of this. And in addition to this, recognize that right now is a time to focus on your goals, focus on what it is that you want to create, focus on that and zero in on it, especially with this focus your mind. For some of you, this could be different things with the spiritual gifts card, with Archangel Raziel. Some of you may be intuitives, healers, tarot readers, etc. And you're being called to step into that place. There may be people that are divinely guided into your life, that are trustworthy friends, that are going to help you be able to create this new, expansive, maybe even like a business or opportunity for you that's going to really help you expand and grow. And for a lot of you, I'm getting chills saying this, I'm being told that those of you who know will know this truth. And I'm sharing this with you because for those of you who understand who the 144,000 are, this is a calling for you. And it's important that you recognize that everything that has happened in your life is incredibly important to have led you to the place that you need to be now. And it's important for you to recognize that, okay? So that message is only going to resonate for those people who simply know. And I was divinely guided to tell you this. So with that being said, I just want to say I appreciate every single one of you. Thank you so much for being here. I'm wishing you nothing but the best. And remember that everything is always, always working out for you in any given circumstance. If people are removed from your life, if obstacles are placed, there's a reason behind it. Trust, let go, and let God. With that being said, as always, I'm sending you so much love and so much light. Take care.